that the suspect, both and the victim, pulled up at the pumps. The suspects in the black vehicle got inside the victim's vehicle. We know there was one shot. The suspect got out of the victim's vehicle with a handgun and got back in his black vehicle and took off. The victim, which we now know is Randon Lee, drove across St. Stephen's Road and ended up at the Energizer gas station. We do know at this time that Mr. Lee had made his way down to Wilmer and was selling narcotics to these two individuals. There was narcotics found in the vehicle whenever the crime scene unit processed the scene. At this time, we do have a couple of suspects in mind, but at this time, we are not releasing any information on that.
So Lee had met up at the gas station with these suspects selling drugs, is what you're saying?
That's correct.
And do you all have any reason to believe that anybody besides the gunman is involved in this that you can talk about?
Can't really talk about that at this time. It would hinder the investigation.
Is it,
Is there any surveillance video that you all have acquired?
We have from both gas stations, that's correct.
is that something that you all can share?
And no, not at this time. Just based on what I told you at the beginning.
In the surveillance video, obviously with the policeman, saw the surveillance video from one of the gas stations, and it shows that it appears that the Lee was in the driver's seat. It looked like that he may have lost consciousness in the middle of the intersection before crashing into that second gas station. Do you know at what point did he shoot Lee?
At the first stop gas station on St. Stephen's Road, we do know that he was shot actually there. Mr. Lee still was alive at that point. He drove his vehicle to try to escape the individuals from across St. Stephen's Road, and that's where he came to rest at the Energizer gas station across the street. EMS was called, and they tried to perform medical treatment to him, and he died on scene.
Was the suspect's vehicle still across the street of the original gas station?
It was not.
Where was it parked?
They had already taken off. Mhm.
Is there any information identifying the car?
There is, but I will not share that at this time.
So, two suspects.
It's probably multiple suspects, actually. Mhm.
Where's kind of releasing their information, but you know the names, you know who they are?
We have multiple suspects at this time, that's correct, and we will not release names.
Did the two have a relationship prior to them meeting up on Friday?
They did.
Can you speak to us about their prior relationship?
We do know at this time that Mr. Lee did have a relationship as far as selling to different individuals. It just wasn't them two individuals. We do know on multiple towns that he was selling, and these two individuals has bought from him in the past.
So what do you think could have led them, if these two have a prior relationship with each other, to him shooting him? Do you think something just could have gone wrong?
That is a great possibility, yes.
Was Mr. Lee already on your radar?
Mr. Lee, as far as him selling, no, this was the first time we know that he has been to Prichard.
Do we know what kind of drugs were involved?
It was marijuana.
And the suspects, I may not release their information, but do they have prior history?
That is correct.
They do,
Mhm.
all of them?
That's correct. Any more
Is
questions?
there a timeline? Do you have any idea of when we might know the suspects?
If I release that at this time, it would, I was telling you before, it would greatly hinder my investigation, because if I, release too much, it will, not get me to where I need to take these individuals into custody.
Obviously, last question for me, I mean, we know that he's a public, I mean, the mom has 7 million plus followers. I know a lot of people are trying to help, do what they can. What can people out there, all of our followers, everybody in our community, I mean, any advice to people trying to help?
Just basically the normal advice we usually give out to everyone. This homicide is not more important than any homicide we have had in the city of Prichard or actually anywhere. I realize that Ms. Nichols has a TikTok following, which is great, and all those followers could help by calling in if they have any information. Any slight, minuscule, information that we get, is good to follow up on. It may lead to nothing, however, it may lead to something, as well. We just ask, that, any information that you have, that you think you might have, call in, you can talk to me, and, they will relay that information to you.
Do you think that her popularity on social media has had any effect on how many calls y'all have coming in?
As far as citizens, no.
Are the suspects local? Can you tell us that? Are they in the area?
They are local, that's correct.
Are they juveniles?
I will not tell you that. Any more questions?
Other questions? Thank y'all for coming.
Thank y'all.